Welcome to today's episode of Immigration and Jobs Talk Show, where we delve into the intricacies of the upcoming 2024 U.S. presidential election and how the voting process works. We'll be exploring how the election's outcome could impact immigration policies and the job market. Whether you're a citizen, an immigrant, or simply interested in the democratic process, this episode is for you. Let's get started. The U.S. presidential election is a multifaceted process that involves several key stages. Primaries and caucuses. These are the initial stages where candidates from each party compete to become their party's nominee. Primaries are state-by-state contests where voters select their preferred candidate, while caucuses involve party members gathering to discuss and vote on their preferred candidate. General election, the final stage where the nominated candidates from each party face off. This is the election that determines who will be the next president of the United States. The president is not directly elected by the popular vote, but through the Electoral College system. Each state has a certain number of electoral votes based on its population, with a total of 538 electoral votes available. A candidate must secure at least 270 electoral votes to win the presidency. Understanding these stages is crucial to grasping the overall election process. Now, let's dive into how votes will be counted in the 2024 election. In-person voting. Voters cast their ballots at designated polling stations using voting machines or paper ballots. These votes are typically counted immediately after the polls close. Voters can also cast their ballots by mail, which are then counted by local election officials. This process can take longer due to the time needed to verify and count the mail-in votes. Some states allow voters to cast their ballots before the actual election day. This can help reduce lines on election day and give voters more flexibility. Votes are counted at the local level, then aggregated at the state level. The results are certified by state officials before being reported to the federal level. This ensures accuracy and transparency in the counting process. Each of these methods ensures that every vote is counted and contributes to the democratic process. Immigration policies are a critical aspect of any presidential campaign. Here's how the election could impact immigration. Different candidates may have varying stances on border security, which could affect the number of immigrants allowed into the country. Some may advocate for stricter border controls, while others may support more lenient policies. Candidates may propose different pathways for undocumented immigrants to gain legal status or citizenship. These proposals can range from amnesty programs to more stringent requirements. The availability and types of work visas could change based on the new administration's policies. This can affect industries that heavily rely on immigrant workers, such as agriculture, technology, and healthcare. The number of refugees accepted into the U.S. and the criteria for acceptance could also be influenced by the election outcome. Candidates may have different views on how many refugees to accept and under what conditions. These policies can have a significant impact on the lives of immigrants and the overall demographic of the United States. The presidential election can also significantly impact the job market. The new administration's economic policies, such as tax reforms and stimulus packages, can affect job creation and employment rates. For example, tax cuts can stimulate business growth, leading to more job opportunities. Changes in labor laws, including minimum wage and union rights, can influence working conditions and job security. Candidates may propose different minimum wage levels or changes to labor union regulations. Trade policies can impact industries that rely on international trade, affecting jobs in those sectors. Tariffs, trade agreements, and other trade policies can either protect or harm domestic industries. The availability of immigrant workers can influence certain industries, such as agriculture and technology. Changes in immigration policies can affect the workforce in these sectors. Understanding these potential impacts is crucial for both employers and employees as they navigate the changing job market. As you can see, the implications are far-reaching and multifaceted. It's essential to stay informed and engage in the democratic process. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Immigration and Jobs. The 2024 U.S. presidential election will undoubtedly have significant consequences for both immigration policies and the job market. Here are some key takeaways. Understand the voting process and its stages. Be aware of how votes are counted and verified. Know the potential impacts on immigration policies. Recognize the effects on the job market. Stay informed, engage in discussions, and most importantly, exercise your right to vote. We'll see you in the next episode.